Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patriots taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Patriots offense led by number 1, their new quarterback for 2020. That, of course, Cam Newton.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Sony Michel, his first carry, takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
The 27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now
from the gun. Here's Newton. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10",
now on first down. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Cardinals first down.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ties the game at 3-3. Matt Prater.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Malcolm Butler, of course, you remember, a former Patriot, in on the stop. From the 27, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect their brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Receiving team.
So, as it moves the offense back. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. He had behind him.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Henry's got it out on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Michelle on the counter. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Terrell Suggs brought him down. Brings up 3rd down.
Newton on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the 1st. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. Muscling free near the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
Shotgun now from Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. From the gun, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, this is Michel, and he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton to Michel on the screen. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's...
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll throw from the gun. Fitzgerald on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
He's brought down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And now the throw pulled in by Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Now they try the right side here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 11 now. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to... first down. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now they try the right side here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And it's caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Aguilar has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
N'Keal Harry, incomplete.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Patriots 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. With their next drive and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray going deep for Hopkins. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Murray to air it out again. Going deep for Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 60. Prater on to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin in the AFC South. Tennessee heading north to visit Indianapolis. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. In that game, all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. In the game you're watching, It was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. And the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. As they run the counter play. 20! And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
A gain of 31 yards.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the gun, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. What a great drive that was. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown.
Matt Prater set.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find Harris, complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
3-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Smith catches left side.
Complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The Cardinals' 27-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and it's 3rd and 4.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The 40 on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead. You under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so often, those young guys who can move around a lot, they keep plays alive so long that sometimes they actually get trapped. Defenses are going to test him and continue to test him. I think he's got something for them as he continues to move forward.
Makes the score Cardinals 41, Patriots 9.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 21.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Out to his left. He'll run it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
With that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton stepping up. He'll try and run. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
For a Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. That's out to his running back, Michelle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. From the gun, here's Newton. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
16.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call win.
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Patriots have it. Taking it right down Broadway, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second plays like that have to be.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back, unfortunately. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
What do you think, man?
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He can't get him down. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. Ready to play and match them.
Prater on to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one will be accepted. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Newton throwing again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Danny Amendola.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
On 4th down, Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Chargers, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, the perfect